Yeah, folks. You know what? I can't keep doing this. I'm actually going to sit up. Amazing. TikTok and an upright posture. Anyhow, today's Saturday, and that's the day that I fire up the bread machine and make myself something. And today is a special day because it's going to be gingerbread. I love gingerbread, and bread machines generally make a pretty decent gingerbread. I mean, they're not exactly like the gingerbread that you'd make in an oven, you know, in a more typical fashion. It's more, well, bread-like than that, but it's still pretty damn tasty. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the apartment smelling absolutely wonderful, as gingerbread always does when it's cooking. I'm getting into the habit of firing out the bread machine once a week, Saturdays. It gets me up and moving around, which is very important because I don't do nearly enough of that. I just sit there like a goddamn slug in front of the computer or lying down in bed, and you're not supposed to move that little, you know? You're not supposed to practically be a barnacle. That's how little you move. So anything that gets me up and moving around is probably for the better. I mean, office workers move around more than I do. You know, even if you've got a desk job, you've at least got to get up and go to the break room or bathroom or coffee room or whatever. You know, you move around that much at least. So, yeah, I mean, I can't, I have to be careful because of the diabetes that I don't increase my activity level radically, because then I'd probably have a blood sugar crash. But as long as I keep it sane, like just moving around the kitchen, measuring stuff and sticking it in the bread machine, does me a lot of good, I think. And not for nothing, it's an activity that results in dessert, in this case. So, that's also nice. And it's fun. And I get to bake, which I love to do. I think I've mentioned this before, but our oven here doesn't work, which is why I can only bake using the bread machine, or I could bake no-bake recipes, which, I don't know, it's just not as much fun. To me, part of the fun of baking is putting together a whole bunch of ingredients into some sort of glop. And then by the miracle of baking, the glop turns into something wonderful. Bread, dessert, tasty things. For me, kitchen gadgets are basically toys that make food. And, how fun is that? I also have a slow cooker around here somewhere in the on-site storage. And I could get into using that. I've used it a few times, but the problem is the ingredients. You have to have the money to buy, like, stew beef and vegetables and stuff like that. And that's not always easy. Then again, I can't seem to buy chili at the store anymore. So I guess if I want chili, the crockpot's going to have to do. Anyhow, so that's going to be my day. When I sign off here, I'm going to go to the kitchen and get that gingerbread happening. And in something like 3 hours, this place is going to smell absolutely fantastic. That's the thrilling daily report for my world today. How's yours? I guess that's all from me for today, folks. I will talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.